Hi, we're here at Cassadaga, Florida, where all the residents are psychics and mediums and spiritualists. I'm Owen with SpookHunters.com.
And I am Diana. Today we're going to hunt for the devil.
Local legend says that there's a cemetery around here which is a portal to hell itself.
But according to the stories, if you sit in the devil's chair at midnight, he'll talk to you.
Yeah, and if you're going to believe that, you'll believe the rest of the story too.
So, Mr. Skeptic, what's the rest of the story?
Well, apparently working down in the fires of hell, the devil gets a little thirsty. You sit a little beer right down by the chair. At midnight, he'll come up. If you're not there, he'll drink the beer, and in the morning, it'll be totally empty.
Well, there's a lot of people who believe it. Who's to say that there isn't some truth to the legend? I mean, all legends have some truth.
Well, I guess you're right. Maybe we should go talk to that Florida's master of the weird.
Charlie Carlson?
Yeah, he wrote a book. He's an author, right?
Weird Florida.
Yep, that's it.
Well, I hear he hangs out at that hotel. Let's go over and see if we can talk to him.
All right, let's do it. Come on.
Let's go.
While we searched for Charlie Carlson, Florida's elusive man in black, we ran into numerous people wanting to share their experiences and to tell us what had happened to them at the Devil's Chair. However, none of their stories were as moving or nearly as tragic as Australian-born Tither McDilgorn's.
Hello, the name's Tither McDilgorn. I came over from Australia. I came over in '85. That was about, 8 years ago. And I met up with some people over here. Everybody's very, very nice in the United States. I have to say that, most people. Anyway, a couple of years ago, the mates got together with me and said, hey, we got this great place. We know about this place. It's in a place called Cassadaga. Never heard of Cassadaga before. And so we went, and it's a spiritualist retreat or something like that. And they told me about this place called the Devil's Chair. It's the Devil's Chair, I asked. Well, it's a place where supposedly you go sit, and after the clock strikes 12 or so, the devil will come out and talk to you, just like an old mate. And I'm thinking, that's great, absolutely. So we end up having a few beers, and they tell me, no, save a beer. Save a beer for the devil. And I'm like, the devil drinks freaking beer? It's like, yeah, he's a devil, he drinks beer. Why wouldn't he drink beer? So I sat there for a while. Mind you, before this, I was a triathlete back home. Nobody had ever beat me as far as the Ironman competitions. Few dwarf throwing contests, those are great. They don't have those in the States, though, do they? And, you know, actually, I can't remember the other one. I guess it wasn't that important. Anyway, so we're drinking. It's after midnight. They all leave. I pass out, unfortunately. I don't know that I ever spoke to the devil. I can't say that. I can't confirm it. But I do know that when I woke up in the morning, I couldn't use my legs anymore. They were just gone. You know, it's like something had happened where, I can't explain it. It had to be spiritual. I don't believe in any kind of CIA conspiracies and injecting my kneecaps with anthrax or crap like that. So it had to be something of a really evil nature. It took from me my livelihood, because before this I was highly respected as well, you had to stand a lot when you do it, but I assembled envelopes. I put them together, and it's something you have to do standing. You can't sit while you do it. And I was a detail assembly inspector, and I've since lost that job. I don't do much now, but I will tell you this much. This chair, this right here, this is the friggin' devil's chair. This is the friggin' devil. This spews of Mephistopheles. Satan. A really bad person that just never, can we end this just now? Can we just give me a second? Just give me a second. I need to get myself together. All right, please.
But for every one that believes, there's a handful that don't.
Hi, do you know about the devil's chair?
Well, I've been involved here in Cassadaga since 1991, and that was an old story way back then. I don't know how far back it goes, but people have known about that for many years. Yes.
So, do you believe in it? I mean, is it a porthole to hell?
Oh, I think it's an urban myth. I don't think there's anything to it. You have to remember, a place like Cassadaga, it's been around since the 1870s. It's going to attract a lot of mythology, folklore, things like that, and I believe this devil's chair is one of those.
So you totally don't believe anything, and all these other people are, you know, nuts?
Well, first of all, I don't believe in the devil, so it's difficult to have a devil's chair without a devil. No, I think it's just the strength of the folklore that's kept it alive, especially as we get to this time of year, getting on to Halloween. That surfaces every year. For many years, we would close the camp down around Halloween. And most of those years, I was in charge of the security here. We would get permission from the county to set up barricades, close down the streets, and politely tell people when they came here to celebrate their Halloween to go somewhere else, send them off to a haunted house or some other festivity in Central Florida. Most of the people came here just thinking Cassadaga was the place to come on Halloween, which is simply not true. And so many of those came here looking for the devil's chair. So I wish I had $1 for every time I had to deal with the devil's chair since 1991. It's been a thing every year. I guess the biggest reality of the devil's chair is if you're looking for trouble, because if you go down and actually find where it is in Halloween, you're going to get arrested. And I used to tell people that, and they didn't believe me, and sometimes the police car would go by, and they'd be waving to me out the back window like, yeah, you were right. So the devil's chair will get you in trouble, but not because of the devil, but because of the police.
So there's no truth to the devil drinking beer and showing up and telling you about your life? And
no, there could be somebody sitting there drinking beer, playing the role, if he doesn't get arrested, but no, there's no devil's chair. Now, I like to tell the people when they come up, and they're in all seriousness, they'll pull up and roll down their window and want to know where the devil's chair is. And I tell them, well, it's probably right down there with the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus, too, if you believe all of that. You got to have a little fun without offending somebody. But no, there's nothing to it.
So where is it? Because we'd like to go see it.
Well, see, I'm not going to tell you that either. People have tried every trick in the book to get me to, well, Cassadaga has a cemetery. No, it doesn't. No, it does. And I've had people wanting to fight me on it. Cassadaga does not have a cemetery. If I told you where the other one was, all you got to do is get arrested for trespassing. However, I have to be careful because if this is on DVD, I'll just be defeating my purpose. So even if you bribe me, well, maybe if you bribe me. No, even if you bribe me, I won't tell you where it is.
Hi, they said he'd be in here. I guess this is the place. Do you see him?
Yeah.
Oh, that guy is weird. Nah, I'm out.
We gotta go. We have to talk to him. Come on.
Excuse me, sir. Are you Charlie Carlson? They said you were.
Yes, indeed, Master of the Weird. I suppose you have some encounter with the unknown that you want to tell me about?
Actually, we'd like to know something about this town. Do you mind?
Sit down. And let me warn you, some things are best left alone. And so, after George Colby established his spiritualist camp here, by 1900, Cassadaga had grown into a full-fledged community. Now, as you know, all the residents in Cassadaga are mediums, spiritualists, if you will. And they would come down from the north in the wintertime, and they would practice spiritualism here. As a matter of fact, some of those old mediums, the original ones, are buried up in the cemetery up the road.
Okay, the cemetery. That's what we really wanted to ask you about. The Devil's Chair. You know anything about that?
The Devil's Chair. the alleged portal to hell and all of that crap.
That's the one.
Then you don't believe in the legend?
I said some things are best left alone. You know, people come out on Halloween every year trying to find the Devil's Chair to see if there's any truth to the well, whatever you want to call it, a legend, okay? Some claim that they've actually seen the devil there. It's a bunch of crap. I'll tell you what, instead of listening to what people say, you need to go talk to a friend of mine, Lou Gates. He's a medium, he's a historian for this area. He knows all about the Devil's Chair.
That sounds good. Do you want to do that?
I want to do that.
All right, come on, let's go.
Oh, Lou Gates, how you doing? Good to see you. Lou, I've got a couple of folks here that I met at the hotel this morning, and they would like to ask you some questions about the Devil's Chair. This is Diana.
How you doing, Diana?
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
But you knew we were coming, so it's no
Yeah.
surprise to you, huh?
Come on in, let me talk to you and tell you about the Devil's Chair.
Thank you very much. So Lou, what can you tell us about the Devil's Chair?
The Devil's Chair was actually a chair that was actually put in the Lake Helen Cassadaga Cemetery by an elderly individual that really didn't want to sit on the ground to talk to his wife. He built the chair so he could actually sit and be able to talk to his dead, deceased wife. And over the years, as kids, as teenagers, being raised here in Lake Helen, we used to go out there, drink beer, sit in the chair, and hopefully to see if Satan would actually come up. And that used to be done on Hallows Eve. On Halloween, we used to sit at 12 o'clock to see if Satan would take us.
Makes sense, Satan being a woman and all. So I heard you mention it. You used to partake in this, and you used to encourage this to make it what it is today.
A lot of the teenagers, a lot of the kids, when I was a teenager, we encouraged this. This was something we would do, and this would keep a kind of a mysterious thing about the chair, and would have people come out and try to sit in the chair on Hallows Eve until the police got involved and chased us out.
Sounds like my kind of thing.
Oh, awesome. I really want to go there.
I knew she'd want to go. You heard what the man said. There's nothing to this. You're
Well,
not going to find anything.
If you're going to be meddling with anything in that old cemetery, you need to let me go with you.
Okay.
Thank you for coming.
That Lou guy was kind of nice, but Charlie's weird. I'll drive. Oh, the devil made me do it. Just don't worry about it. Just kick it on the ground. They got people to play that.
Crash.
You gotta clean that up.
Hang on, man.
Owen, clean it up. Oh my God. Owen, you've got to be more open-minded about the supernatural if you want to see anything. I mean, people really have had experiences with the devil's chair.
Yeah, but 75% of this stuff is pure crap. Hoaxes and exaggerations.
I believe that. I believe that.
Okay, fine. And what about the other 25%?
Never mind about the other 25%. You're wasting your time.
So Owen is a skeptic about anything supernatural. And you, Charlie, the so-called master of the weird, I think that you're not telling us the whole story. So what's the big secret?
Secret? What secret? There is no secret. I've been in the weird business for a long time. I've seen stuff that scare the crap out of you. Listen to me. If you play with fire, you're going to get burned. Some of this stuff is best left alone.
That reminds me, I gotta make a stop. You guys just stay put. I'll be back in just a second.
Pardon me, I'm sorry to bother you, but I was noticing that you all's got Spook Hunters written on the front of your all's vehicle, and I was wondering what exactly is a Spook Hunter?
Well, we investigate haunted places and things like that.
You ever hear of the devil's chair?
Oh, hellfire and tarnations, the devil's chair! I knew you was bad people. I could tell when I was coming up here, messing with the devil's chair. Oh, well.
What's up with her?
The locals are always trying to scare outsiders. Pay her no mind.
What in the world did you buy?
It's a pickled pig foot. Don't you want one?
No, I mean this box. It's a case of beer.
That's for research.
Oh my God, Owen.
Oh my God, she looks like she's dressed for a funeral.
She's a medium. I know her. Wait here. I'll go talk to her.
That's a little. I wonder what she's doing in a cemetery all alone.
She's a medium. She talks to the dead. Where else would she be?
Yeah, and the devil sits in a chair and drinks beer at midnight.
I wonder what they're talking about.
I don't know, but they're both a little weird and they give me the creeps.
Here they come.
Here they go.
May I present to you the amazing Susan Thompson, medium extraordinaire, golden goddess of ghosts, communicator of the dead.
Will you stop? He's the reincarnation of P.T. Barnum. And who might you be?
Well, I might be Owen, and this might be Diana, and we're investigators with SpookHunters.com. We're here because of her, because she wants to see this devil's chair thing. I hear it's all a bunch of hooey.
Well, there are 3 such chairs, but only one of them is the devil's chair.
Really?
Come, I'll show you.
You go first. Oh, I need to grab my beer.
Looks like a big barbecue pit, don't it?
Sure does. I'm not getting any readings whatsoever. Hey, why don't you sit in it, Diana?
I'm not sitting in that thing. You can sit it all day, but there's no way I'm sitting in that
Oh,
chair.
come on. It's just a pile of bricks.
Owen, can't you feel the vibrations in this place? It is awesome.
Oh yes, there's plenty of vibrations.
While you two girls are vibrating, I'm gonna sit down here and have myself a beer.
Owen, you can't have a beer in the cemetery.
I'll have a vodka.
No, not while you're on duty. You know how that affects your psychic connections.
Fine, fine. I'm just gonna leave one right here for the devil. We'll come back here at midnight, see what happens.
It'll be gone in the morning. There's a vortex here.
A vortex? What's a vortex?
Vortex, like a gateway to hell.
Oh my God, a vortex? Oh, this is awesome, Owen.
Yeah, I can't wait to get back out here at midnight and finally prove to you that there's nothing to this.
I wouldn't be too sure about that.
Susan knows more about what goes on in this cemetery than anybody.
Well, okay. Since you're the expert, is there anything we can do to guarantee that Satan himself will come and drink that beer with me tonight?
Just keep thinking what you want to see, but what you want to see may not really be what you want to see. You're playing with fire.
That sounds freaky. This is going to be good tonight. Well, I'd like to Where did she go and why are you holding the umbrella?
Oh my God, she was vanished.
No. This must be some kind of trick. Where'd she go?
There's no trick. She's a medium at large. I'll tell you some of these things you should not be fooling with.
Okay, whatever. I still think it's a trick, but no time to think about that now. I'm hungry. Those pickled pig feet just didn't do it for me. You want to go out to get something to eat?
I could eat a whole platter of pig feet.
Well, I'm not going to eat a foot of anything, so you all can take me to a restaurant.
Let's go. Getting a beer. All right, we're here. It's almost midnight. Earlier today, we set an unopened beer bottle at the Devil's Chair, and according to legend, the devil should be getting pretty thirsty right about now. So we're gonna go walk up there, see if anything's happened. Come on.
Well, I'm gonna stay here. I'll be in here by the car.
Okay, shoot yourself. Let's go, Diana. Camera guys ready?
Yep. Yeah.
How did that hit me? There it is. Want to go running with Well, there it is. Right where we left it. Unopened. No problem.
But you know, it's a little too early. We need to go over there and wait a little longer and then check it later.
All right, for yourself. There ain't nothing to this, but we'll wait a little bit longer. It's like 11:50. Let's go sit over there by those gravestones, and we'll wait. And so I can prove to you that there's nothing to this devil thing.
I'm staying with you, Owen, if you let her talk to the camera.
There's no such thing as the devil. I mean, there is, but not the devil's chair. Charlie's. Oh, shit.
What was that?
The light went out.
Why?
Because it's a light and they go out.
Uh-huh.
Where's Charlie? No, he's disappeared like that medium.
Probably fell into a vortex or something.
Don't say that. He could have been abducted by a devil or something really evil.
If that is true, he'll have one hell of a story to tell when he gets back. Besides, don't even worry about him. He probably got bored and he decided to walk home, or he's trying to find that medium with the umbrella.
I wish you wouldn't drink beer in the cemetery. It is total disrespectful to the spirits.
That's all I have to say about that.
That's gross. Owen, did you hear that? What the hell was that?
I don't know, but I think it came up from over there by the devil's chair.
Oh, don't say that. It could be the devil himself.
Shh, come on now, that's probably just Charlie goofing off. That's probably where he is. Come on, let's go. That's the devil. We're gonna get him. Walking on dead people. Alright, right up ahead. Watch your step. Here, you go first.
Watch out outside, there's a huge ant farm.
What? It's gone. It's gone.
It's right there in the dirt.
Oh my God, I'm getting readings over 200.
Ah! Holy... What is that? It's probably Charlie or something.
No, it's something over there. I see something over there.
It's probably just Charlie or Susie. Come on, let's go see it.
Oh, I don't want to go. I don't have a good feeling about it.
Come on, you're just letting your imagination.
I'm not feeling good about it. I just don't want to go.
I'll tell you what. Hey, Damon, why don't you take her back to the van? Me and Greg are going to go find out what that thing is.
I don't want to.
Let's go. Come on, Greg. Right over here. It was right over here, wasn't it? What was that? I think it came from over there somewhere. Let's get him. There it is over there. Come on, come on.
You alright?
No, yes, dude, it's just, I get a really bad feeling. I don't want to be here. I want to go. I don't want to be here.
You'll be alright. Here, just sit down.
I'm sure this is just somebody messing around with us. Is it over here? Where's your step on it? Watch out, there's a grave or something. I don't see it wherever it went. I'm sure it's just somebody messing around.
It's over there.
Over there.
Look at that.
Is that by the devil's chair? Come on. We're going to get him. What's wrong with my flashlight?
I think the battery's died.
What's that?
Look at that.
I was a ghost before I knew.
Oh.
Yeah, let me see if I can get Owen. Owen, you there? Owen, you come in? Dude, what? What?
I can't believe you scared us like that.
Can't wait.
Dare say, it looks like you two spent the night in the woods. You ought to try staying in the hotel next time. It's more safer. So did you find out anything about the devil's chair?
I swear I will never go back to that place.
Yeah, and my batteries went dead.
That's a shame about your batteries. So what are you folks going to tell others about the sinister devil's chair?
Not to go there. That place is very scary, even if it's just a story.
Very good. You?
You know, I believe without a doubt it's just a legend. But people can make up their own minds about it. You know, I'm not going to say it's not haunted. There's no such thing as the Devil's Chair. But we were there at night in a cemetery, and that was pretty weird. So, of course, we're going to read a little into it. I really believe somebody was messing around with us. Anyway, we've had it. I think we're going to hit the road. It was nice meeting you, Charlie.
Stay weird.
Well, there you have it. The Devil's Chair is more of what you make of it than anything truly supernatural.
That may be true, but you can't be 100% sure. So until next time.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.